Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the monthly reading for October 2018 for Taurus. How are you, Taurus? Before I start your reading, I just want to say that there's a new look website if you haven't already seen it. It's lovebuddhatarot.com. The link is below. And if anybody would like a personal reading with me, please go to the website. It's so easy to book. Everybody's saying how easy it is to navigate. There's a lot of new things there as well. So please let me know if you like it or if there's anything that you would like to see as well. So I would love to catch up with you and hear your views on my new site. So I'm going to go with what I'm picking up psychically with you first, Taurus, okay? And I really feel this month is going to be, I don't know, it's what I'm getting here is it's a time to really think about your ambitions, think about what inspires you, think about what it is you really, really want from life. We've had a very, very tough few months, okay? This year up to now has been lesson after lesson after lesson. It's almost like you get knocked down, you get back up, you get knocked down again. You know, there's been a lot of learning gone on, but a lot of self-learning, which has been essential. And I feel that some of you may be feeling pretty worn out with this now. It's pretty exhausted, pretty worn out. It's almost like a cog in the machine. And some of you might be thinking, you know what, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be on this conveyor belt. I don't want to be like this hamster on a wheel anymore. What is it I truly want? What is it that'll make my soul sing? And actually really, really asking yourself the question that I don't think you've asked yourself before and saying, right, okay, where is it I want to go and how do I get there? So this is it. It's almost like it's this feeling of seeing that you're exhausted, you're not getting fulfilled, you're getting frustrated, just doing the same in almost like Groundhog Day, okay? But something needs to break, and I feel this month, this is when it's going to happen, okay? And it's like, what is it that you truly, what is it that's inspirational to you? Who is it that's inspirational? Whose life do you look at and think, you know what, I would love to have that, and then setting about achieving this goal, because we need to have dreams, okay? There was a guy I once met when I was traveling Cambodia, an old guy who was amazing, and he'd traveled for years and years, and he said to me, to a man without a dream is a man without a future. And this, I feel, is really, really relevant for you this month. This is the message that's coming through psychically for you. So it might be like this fine line, that you've got to sort of, to get there, it might be a bit of a tightrope walk, but it's exhilarating, it's exciting. You know that at the other end of it, there is going to be some reward. So it's about setting this dream, setting your determination, setting your goals, and going after them, okay? So that is what I'm picking up psychically. Now, when I'm looking at your cards here, the first card that's coming out is saying, I want you to go back to teenage years. What was it you wanted to do? Where was it you seen yourself at the age now? And, what were the dreams and like aspirations that you had then? Do you still have them? Is there something that, you still want to do? You're never too late to change direction, never too late. I know when I was at university, there was a woman, and she was in her 60s, came onto the course with us, and she'd been a science teacher for years and taught science, and inside she felt she was this artist, but she'd done what she was told. And then when she retired, she just said, right, I'm going to do what I want this time, not what I feel I should do. And she absolutely loved it and done some amazing art, So this is what I'm feeling. It's never too late. You're never too old. And I feel this, once you step into this and step into your power and allow your heart to speak to you, okay? This is it. What is truly in your heart? I feel there will be no stopping you. Some of you might be doing something creative. It's almost like sculpting or whatever. Or you could just be creating your future. Because it's almost like I feel you're looking back at the past and you're looking at things. There could be a fire sign connected with this as well. I feel there might be a fire sign from the past come back to you as well, okay? So I feel that could be significant, but it's almost like you're looking back to your past and you're saying, do I want to carry on down the same path? Okay, this is it. This month is going to be like a crossroads for you. I was going to say they're crosswords. I don't know why I said crosswords, but yeah, this is going to be a crossroads for you. So it's your standing, looking back at your life, looking at where you've been and looking at where you want to go and seeing, do the two of them tally? Because if you go back and keep doing what you've always done, you will always get what you've always got, okay? So I think this is a time for something new. Some of you might be wanting to travel. It's almost like I don't feel you need to look at the whys or the hows or whatever. It's just what is it you want. And it's almost like when you believe this is when you will see doors of opportunity opening for you as well, because I do see travel linked with quite a lot of you. It's like you've been waiting and waiting and waiting for this change, but in the waiting, you have been stopping anything from happening. It's almost like you stopped the flow here. And this month, I see you thinking, right, okay, what will truly make me happy? Because I don't feel, and even if this is career, I think this might be career-based. It's almost like, you might have a good wage at the end of the month, but what is it costing you in the meantime to sort of do something that is quite mundane? And this is where it's saying this fire in your belly is starting, this fire in your heart, and you're going to take action this month as well, because you're done with being empty, you're done with being empty. It's not about money, it's about, do you get up every morning and do you feel inspired to go about the day, or do you think, oh God, here's another day just like the last? And this month is time for you to take control of your future as well. I feel as well this could be connected to relationships, and I feel there's been a lot of mistrust, or you have been mistrusted or misused in some way. Misused, yeah. Somebody may have been somebody may have been not treating you in the way that you should be treated. And I'm wanting to say to you here, this is a time to maybe call up old friends. Go out, remember who you used to be. This is what it is, Taurus, without the worry, without the sadness, when you had this joy in your heart, when you used to get up and enjoy life. Because it's almost like you've been fighting, just to survive or just to get through each day. And you've been looking at, right, I need security, I need security, I need security. But that doesn't come in monetary form, okay? And this month I see you like, right, okay, this is my happiness is the most important. And they're saying here, if you can dream it, you can do it, okay? There's massive support for you along the way here from Spirit World. And it's almost like they've seen where you've been holding yourself back. And now, they're not telling you to, pack your job in and go and, join a circus or something like that. Although if that's what you want to do, then go for it. But what they're saying is bring a little bit balance into your life. Have a vision for the future that you're working towards. This could even be buying a home or doing something around your home, okay? Because this month it's almost like I'm really feeling this. It's like your tribe coming together, people that love you, coming and, telling you little stories of how you used to be and what inspired them about you, how you inspired other people, and when you hear this about yourself, it's going to be like, right, okay, that was me, because life is too short to be anything but happy. I say in there. So like I say, there is travel for quite a few of you. Some of you might be doing a backpacking trip or something, because I feel there's different areas, but it's saying they want you to know this month that there are options for you, okay? You've been to the bottom, Taurus, you've been there, but you don't want to stay there. This is when you rise, and this is when you actually, the only way is up for you. So there is massive changes around you this month. You might have already started to make them, but this is where you're really starting to feel them and implement them as well. And I feel there's a freedom coming, a lovely free feeling, a massive gratitude for your life as it is, a massive gratitude for yourself as well, and really thinking, if something's not working for me, this is time for me to change it, and not clinging on to something that is making you struggle here, I feel like some of you could be talking to somebody who turns into a teacher. It might be somebody you talk to in just a brief conversation, waiting in the doctor's surgery or waiting in line at the supermarket or something, but somebody's going to say something to you that is almost going to trigger this spark, okay, and make you remember. I remember once speaking, funny enough, I talked about Thailand there, and I was coming back, and I was like, I was scared to come back because I'd been quite rash, and I'd just done off, and you know, and said, right, okay, I'm going, and I knew I was coming back to, you know, not a good reception from family and things like that. And I met a guy in the airport, an old guy who had lost two of his sons in a quite a famous disaster. One had died in a disaster and one had died a couple of years later, just suddenly. And he said to me, you know, you do what you want to do. He said, I've lost two of my children, and if they were here now, I would say to them, you do whatever makes you happy. It's not about your career. It's not about your career prospects. It's knowing that, you know, if you are living your last days, that you have lived them doing something that you love. And me and this guy sat and cried on a plane together, and then we both went our separate ways, and I never seen him again. But that has stayed with me, and this is what I feel with you. Maybe it's not as dramatic as that, but there is somebody coming in to say to you, this isn't about anxiety, you know, this isn't about worrying, you know, this is about actually just doing something, you know, that you will be proud of, you know, doing something that you will have stories to tell your grandkids in later years, you know, about this is how I grasped life by the horns and started to live it. You know, life is not about working, you know, all of the time. You need to work, but doing something that you love and enjoy, you never feel like you're going to work, and this is where you're going to get the happiness and the contentment here. There's been a lot of disappointment in the past for you, and I feel this is where you struggle mentally as well. And I do feel, like I say, you're pretty exhausted, but this is because you're fighting through something that you shouldn't have to fight. You know, life should be fun, not fighting. And it's almost saying here you've been in limbo for quite some time. And this is saying now, this is the time to cut yourself some loose. You know, this is the time to take a risk, you know, but think about what you're risking if you don't take this risk as well. I feel there could be an air sign connected to you as well, who isn't going to like this. It's almost like, you know, they're not going to like losing control here, but it's almost like, you know, I'm the Joan of Arc saying, you know, this is what is coming through there. It's like, you know, I'm not afraid. I was born to do this. And you were born to live a life that inspires you and fulfills you. And this is what you need to learn to do. You've had the heartbreak. You know, you've had the just getting on with it. You know, you've had the Groundhog Day. This is now about, okay, what are your strengths and how can you actually utilize them to the best of your ability? And like I say, there's a trip coming up for you, you know, and this is a crazy trip and it's great. It's almost like jump on that magic bus. And when you do this, I really feel you will find work that actually inspires you as well. Okay, this is almost like some of you could be thinking about turning your hobby into your career, and it does happen. You know, I'm like I say, I'm living proof with this. Relationships that have bogged you down and just given you burdens, it's almost like you're going to see that, hold on, this isn't what I want. You know, I want truth. I want to live my truth. I want to stand in my truth, you know, and I want to believe in magic again. And this month is, I see there's a lot of this happening, you know, a lot of this happening. It's almost like you're cutting yourself free. You're escaping from, you know, this societal prison that you have been in, and there's a lot of energy. Like I say, some of you could be traveling, and this is do what you love. Do not be scared, because spirit have your back, Taurus. Okay, so it's like you're getting encouragement, you're getting like spirit or your cheerleaders, they're saying come on, you know, this is the time to do this. So wow, the readings, this is only the third one I've done up now, but the October is going to be a really, really powerful month, I feel. So I'm going to pull a spirit card and see what spirit have to say about this. Yeah, you're not a cog in a machine. You're not a cog in a machine, Taurus. And dreams really do come true, they're saying. Right, okay, so this is the one that's come out, New Direction, look at that. And this is a lot of yellows in this, which is all about your solar plexus, and this is your personal power center. And this says, life may seem like a whirlwind at the moment, yet there is a divine order to the present circumstances. What may appear as chaos is often angelic forces of the universe at work. After the storm clears, you will be steered in a new direction, a time of renewed health, joy and abundance. And this is it. That's what's there waiting for you down this new path. Not the path that you've already tread on, you know. You're going to go and forge your own path, Taurus. So that is an absolutely fantastic reading. I love that. So please let me know if this resonated with you. And please let me know if you like the new website and like the new look as well. I do read all of the messages. I don't always have time to reply to them all, but I do read them all. And like I say, if anybody does want a personal reading with me, please just click the link below and go to lovebuddhatarot.com, and then you can book and we can see where you're going. Okay, so it's very, very exciting times here for you, Taurus. Okay, and it's about time as well, they're saying. So have an absolutely fabulous month. Satnam.